let's go.
Okay. NVIDIA is the choice this week.
Okay.
So I started off here. I just kind of ignored this consolidation, and I started off at the reversal here because I have my 1, 2, 3. So I started off here.
Okay.
And I actually started here, to be fair. And then it didn't breach. Oh, wait, let me quickly. I'll delete it after. Started here. And then here I breached it, 38.
Okay.
So I knew I had to redraw.
Okay.
I know my anchor is going to be here, my bottom anchor.
Okay.
I don't know what the top is going to be, but I see another peak and a continuation.
Okay.
So I'm just going to just go through it right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Moved it here and it breached again.
Quick question on that one.
Yeah.
Why would you move the bottom anchor though? Would you? Because it never breached the 72 point.
No, the 38.2.
Yeah, but don't you only move the top anchor when the 38.2 is breached?
No, you only move the top anchor if 38 is not breached. If 70, 78.6
sorry, I meant the bottom anchor.
No,
Yeah,
if 78.6 is breached, then we have a reversal. Right now, until that is breached, we have no reversal, right?
Yeah.
So the top
You
one
just move
moves.
the top one?
No. Let's do a refresher. The way I draw it is, if I don't breach 38.2, I just keep moving the top.
Oh, actually, you're
If
right.
I breach 38.2, I move both.
Yep.
If I breach 78.6, I'm not moving both yet, but I'm considering drawing it to the opposite side. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just kind of getting ahead of myself, but technically, like, you want to trade it until you get that confirmation that you need to redraw, right? Or you can trade it, not you want to, but you can.
What do you mean, trade it?
Like, we know as soon as it breaches, we have to redraw, but we can still utilize. I guess I'm getting to like entry points, but maybe I should just hold off for now.
Yeah, I mean, entry point to the downside or to the upside?
To the upside.
So, how much of the chart do you see when you were asking this question? Forget everything to the right, but when you're at that peak, there's no entry, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're at the bottom peak to the right.
Yeah, I guess I was considering like 1, maybe too early, but 1, 2, 3, but right here.
So where are you considering entering?
Oh, not yet. Yeah, okay. It would be my 3 across my 3 here.
Yeah.
But then it breached.
No, the breach has nothing to do with that 3. We're just doing an earlier entry, right? So let's not mix entries with the zigzag entries with Fibonacci entries. Because what the zigzag entries were to give you the basics. You're never going to use that to enter. But it's to understand the concept, how price works.
Gotcha. Okay.
The next level is, before we find an earlier entry, we have to understand how to read the chart. And how do we know that we have a significant entry? Then we use Fibonacci to our advantage to start finding those dynamic support resistance areas. And then when we become good at identifying those, then we look at like chart patterns, candlestick patterns to pull the trigger. So because we haven't talked about the last piece, it's kind of hard to say where is my entry.
I see. Okay. That makes sense. I'll hold off then for now.
Okay.
So then it breaches again here. And I'm doing the same thing and redrawing.
Hold on. I have a question now. This is a tricky question.
Okay.
Yes, it breached at what point, when do you bring the bottom to that anchor there?
Like when I redraw the full thing?
Yes.
At so I know it's breached, so like my anchor is going to be here, but I don't know where I'm going to put the top yet.
Yeah.
So then I get a confirmation again that 1, 2, or higher high, or I guess it's not a higher high. Hold on. Yeah, you're right. Okay, it's not a higher high until I get to this point. I don't know, and it reverses back. Until I get this peak, basically. I don't know.
Yeah, I really wanted you to say that because the previous peak, which is a lower high, does not count.
Yeah.
That one, no, higher. Yeah, that one doesn't count.
Yeah. So
you don't move down, right? The up either moves up.
Yep.
Or you don't move at all. Yes. Yeah.
So then this was a fun one because then it breaches again.
But that what line does it break?
What do you mean? What line does it break?
Is it what percentage is that? Is that the 68?
It goes all the way down to 78.
Yeah, but it doesn't breach the 78, so it gets very close to it.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm asking that question is because it doesn't breach at 78.6, we assume a continuation to the upside.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So then now same thing, like I know I'm going to move it here, but I don't have a top confirmation yet until I see this here, peak.
Or the one before it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The one before it.
Always don't assume that you already know the chart, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep, okay. So like if I would, the pullback there. Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Yep. So then move it here. It's breached again.
Well, hold on. Where is it breached?
Initially it breaches here.
No, but you have a higher point there. So your high has to keep moving, right?
Oh, yeah.
The first pullback from that peak that you drew. So if you remove the other fibs, not that one.
The ones I drew?
Yeah, the other ones. Just remove the other ones.
Okay.
Because we're getting there. And you can press the delete key.
Yeah, for some reason on Max that doesn't work. Let me try it again. But I also was clicking the area, not the actual line.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the root cause of the issue. Okay.
So let's go back to where you had it drawn first. Right there. So again, you don't have the next peak, right? All you see is that drop, that pullback. That pullback is only 23.6. Manny, this is why we only move the top, right? Because there's no breach. So now you move the top to the next high.
Yeah.
Now what happens?
Now it breaches 38, but it's not, you don't see another higher high.
Exactly.
So you got to
that drawing stays.
What's that?
The drawing stays.
Can you zoom in a little bit so we can see the candlesticks better on like their pattern?
Yeah.
This is easier to see. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so this stand. But then I guess this is a question I had here is once I get my confirmation that's a continuous line, or a reversal, regardless of the fib retracing, can I just, for example, if I consider this point here, and I see a lower low here, a lower high, right? And then it dips again. Don't I have confirmation that's a reversal so I can flip my drawing to the other side?
So here's where it becomes a matter of preference and a matter of knowing your ticker. For example, like just going strictly from what I've been teaching you the last few weeks, I don't draw to the downside until 78.6 is breached.
Okay.
Right? When does that happen?
Here.
Right there. So when that is breached, then I say, okay, now we're going to the downside.
So at that point, do you go back and anchor at the previous?
Yes, that's the 1 point, and then down the bottom is your 0.
Okay, so you don't go forward. You can go back and. Okay.
No. So there's no forward, right? You never see the forward. If you are right there, right, no, just slightly more, if that right there. So you see that 78.6 got breached, and you see a retracement from there. That's when I would say, okay, I draw it here.
Okay.
So show me the drawing. Just take that out. Yeah. No, forget moving. We're still
What's
there.
that?
Forget moving the chart. You have to assume you don't see it.
Yeah.
Right? That's all you see.
Yeah. So then I would draw my peak here.
Yeah.
And then I would go right here.
Yep.
First. And it breaches.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear the echo, by the way? Or is that just me?
No, I don't hear any echo.
Yeah, I hear it on my side a little bit.
It's probably because we're too close.
Let me close the window.
So then it breaches here, 38.2.
Okay.
I know this isn't going to hold anymore, but I don't know where I'm going yet at this point in time.
Yeah.
So then I see a lower high, I think.
Yeah. No, don't move the chart. Don't move the chart.
I was trying to zoom in, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit more. No, move. Yeah, because no. Okay, that's about good. Because we've seen that 78.6 breach, right? That low you have right there, to the right of your screen.
This one.
Yeah. It's because of that we're drawing to the downside.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That was the whole point.
Yes. So now you move because it's breached. You redraw it, right?
Yeah. So I'd go peak to peak again.
Yeah. Exactly.
So then in this case, same scenario breached.
Yes.
But I don't have confirmation yet. I mean, I guess I'm skipping this for now.
You are, because you need a new low. You don't need a zigzag. You need to break the lowest point you have right now.
Yeah.
That's your next anchor.
So then doesn't really break it
to
here.
me, that I consider that equal.
Okay.
So I don't worry about that one.
I see. It looks like there's a resistance line kind of here too. If you look across.
A support line.
Yeah, sorry, support line.
Yeah, support. Yeah. Okay, so resistance on one side, support on the other. Yeah. Yeah.
We'll play the support. So I'm going. It breaches here. Or sorry, I find another low. So I know to go peak to peak again here.
Yeah, but from which peak are you gonna go? Because they're about the same. That's consolidation, so I don't worry about consolidation, but technically you're right. If you want to move it from there, but it doesn't make sense, you're going to get 100% retracement.
Gotcha.
This is where you have now, you see to the upside, it did not breach 78.6.
Yeah.
This is where I say there's still a continuation to the downside. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
We flipped it because we broke 78.6. We're not going to flip it again because we're not breaking 78.6.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. When we talk about entries, this is going to make even more sense to you, like why those entries are picked at those locations.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you see a low, right?
Yep. I see a low here.
No, that one doesn't count. You already see a lower low than that. Forget the equal lows. That's consolidation.
Okay. Even like if I'm at this point in time?
That's consolidation.
Okay.
To me, that's consolidation. So there's no point in drawing it because you're going to get 100% retracement every time you draw it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? So that's going to confuse you when they're equal lows.
Okay.
I need to see a significant low, right? And with a retracement.
So we kind of consider this consolidation too?
You can say that's consolidation, or you can say that's I have enough of retracement right there because you've made a significant low. You can definitely move the bottom, right? You can definitely move it now.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. So what call would you make if you saw this level?
I would probably move it.
Okay.
Because I have a significant move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I move it right there. Exactly. Because
Okay.
it retraced to 23% and it's going to continue to go down.
Okay. So then continues to go down. I get a reversal over here, so I move it down.
Yeah. And you don't move the top because you didn't breach that 38. Yep. Okay.
Yep. And keep going. It doesn't go lower here almost.
Yeah.
And then it does technically here.
But
so
it's equal, right? You can if you want, but normally I just ignore those when they're very close together.
Neutral. Okay. So then I go to the next one, which is here.
Yes.
And I just still keep the top. There's nothing breached so far.
Yeah.
Still considering a downtrend because not going up and reaching 78.6. Consolidation, and then we see another low here. Small low.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll keep going with this here. I guess this is all technically, it's like a consolidation, but it continues to go down. So what would you do in this scenario? You'd go here?
Yeah, so there first and then to the next one. And then to the next one. Even though they're small retracements, there's still some retracement and the low just keeps going lower.
Yeah.
Because I want to find a nice reversal point from here.
So is there advantage to playing when you see these kind of like low, significant enough changes to playing the hourly chart, the same retracement?
So, if you were to just change your time now to hourly, it's nothing really happens, right? Now you can see it's more magnified, those pullbacks.
Yeah.
But take back the low point to the left a little bit, a couple of one more. Yeah. Right here, I don't see a pullback to the 23.6%, right?
Yeah.
It is staying inside that zone. I don't take a trade like this. For me, I need to see a pullback at least to the 23.6, but my preference is 38.2.
But you mean like even if it's on the monthly, the Fib retrace?
On the hourly, the monthly, the time frame doesn't matter.
Okay.
I would like it to go at least to 38.2 to feel comfortable. Otherwise, it's very much a sideways movement, which could go in any direction. So now you're just going to keep moving your low. Yeah, you're just going to keep moving it. And like personally, I don't move them until I get a significant retracement, but that's okay. This is again as a matter of preference, right? So you just keep doing that.
Yeah.
So this is good. How do you feel now?
I feel a lot better. This video helped a lot. I watched it a few times.
Okay.
It's very helpful.
Good.
Cool.
All right. Is this the only one you've done?
I did another one of 4 here.
We'll do quicker so Manny can get a chance to show us what he has done.
Okay. This one was pretty small because it's one of those continuous COVID, post-COVID, where it's not breaching for a long time. So I started here. I guess I should start here. And it doesn't breach.
Yeah, until you get all the way to the top.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, I always have trouble like when you have the chart already.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then
that's why
here.
You can either move the chart sideways like that, or you can go to replay. I don't know on a free version how much of a replay you can do. And when you replay, it erases everything else for you.
Gotcha. Okay, and then it plays it itself.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we get to this point. It breaches. So then that's similar to the last story. That's when I took the downside, even though it doesn't breach 78.6. I just played the downside because of the continuous signal.
Yeah. So that's a little bit more advanced, right? To play to the downside, you can. Usually, what I do is when I see like lower highs or higher lows formed, I see a potential reversal. I will enter a trade as soon as price touches 38.2 on the retracement. Like you see, it's going down and it touches 38.2.
Yeah.
No, not. Draw it the other way first. I want to show you what I mean.
Okay.
Because this you've already assumed it's a downtrend. Before you assume it's a downtrend, if you take this out.
Right here?
Yeah.
Let me delete the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it touches 38.2, so it comes, right? No, that's, I think that's 50%. Yeah. When it touches that, I will enter to the downside because I'm assuming a reversal, but I will only take it to 61.8. So that's my green to green area. So as soon as it touches that, I will take it and exit when it touches the third line, not the second line. That's 50%.
You'd enter here?
Yes, and then exit, go down, because I'm going to the downside, right? Not there, that's 50%, the next one.
Oh, down here?
Yes, 61.8. So I played from 38.2 to 61.8.
Yeah.
If I were to take this reversal before 78.6 is breached, right? So if I see or lower highs are being formed or this thing dropped significantly and it had a hard time recovering, right? If you take from the top to the bottom, the first like 3-4 bars from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Until there, it was a significant drop quickly. And then it didn't make any new high. It just went sideways and it just kept collapsing. So I would say, oh, this guy is going to potentially reverse. Let me take advantage of this. So I play that 38.2 to 61.8. This is how I do it for an early entry, knowing that, if I'm wrong, I'm going to get out quickly.
So you still play when you have a continuous Fib retrace You still play the downside on it when it's in between.
Yeah, I will take that. I'll take that chance. But if it touches 38.2 and it goes back to 23.6, I'm out.
Interesting. Okay.
But that's again based on making some decision on seeing that, based on my zigzag, I think this is going to continue to go down for a little bit. But if we just stick to the fib, it's not telling us we're going to the downside yet.
Yeah.
Right. So we'll keep talking about that. But for now, let's just stick to the basics, right? We've got the zigzag basics, the support resistance basics. Now we have the fib basics. We're gonna keep building on that. All right. So, Manny, take over. You just stop sharing. Yeah.
Okay. I just started, so I was just messing with this. So I would just move it back real quick to show more of that story, because I drew these out. So I went from this to this, and then it obviously pulled back. And let me actually go ahead and extend to the right so we can see it. And then right here, it breaches the 38.2, almost even the 78.6. So I know I had to redraw it, but then I have to find the next highest point. So once the next highest point that's with a clear pullback is right here. So the top is moving here, and then I'd move the bottom right here. But then on here, you see automatically it made a lower high. So I know then now it's playing to the downside. So I'm gonna have to draw this back.
Okay, so let's split lower highs from fib for now. Remember, the condition to the reverse is breaking that 78.6.
Yeah.
It's not the lower high. Yes, we're gonna combine it at some point, but right now let's just split those.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, and it does right here. So that's also another, I guess, big sign right here that it goes to the 78.6. So I knew I had to redraw this.
So can you hide your chart? Move your chart to the left so the stuff on the right is hidden. And then
like
slowly more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, right there, right? No, just one more to the, yeah, right there. Okay, so now draw for me. Show me what you're gonna draw right now.
Yeah, so we know right here, the 78.6, as soon as this happens, we know we're gonna have to reverse to the downside.
Okay.
We don't know what the anchor point is gonna be.
Are you sure you don't know the anchor point?
Actually, I guess technically, like, this high is gonna be the anchor point, right? The previous high.
Okay.
But we don't know the bottom anchor point.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Why? Don't you see from that green bar a reversal? That green bar, the next bar to the right, the next bar to the right, that's a pullback.
Yeah, but we don't have an anchor point yet.
You do. You have your top and your bottom.
Oh, yeah. You mean from here to here?
Yes. We're going to the downside, right? We've already said we're going to the downside.
Yeah. So I would draw it from...
So delete that one so it doesn't confuse you.
Okay.
We've already taken care of that. Yeah.
So we see this, but then immediately right after as well, we see the 38.2 is breached again.
Okay.
So we know we're gonna have to move. We're gonna have to move it. I'm just gonna delete this real quick to make it easier.
Okay. And then hide. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we know that we're going to have to move it.
Move which
So
one?
Both.
Okay.
The up and bidder, because of the 38.2 is breached.
Okay.
So we know, and then we have strong pullback again. We see this, so this is going to be one of our anchor points, but we have to wait for the next valley. And then keep going, keep going. And then right here,
Okay.
we see it play out. So we'll move it again.
If you don't mind flipping to the hourly right now so you can see a few things.
Yeah. Actually, let me. Went too far. Me.
You still have a couple of years.
Yeah.
Right there.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we see a clear.
No, I wanted to see the fib lines.
It's because I have. I made them so that I don't see the higher time frequencies. So I messed with the settings. Let me.
So. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When you're on the hourly, you don't want to see the 5-minute fib, but you want to see the daily.
The daily, yeah.
Anything that's higher from where you are, you want to see it because that's stronger than your current time frame.
Yeah.
Right? I think you're thinking the other way around. You want to
yeah,
see
I was just messing with it. I didn't finish setting it up all the way. That's why I can just change it real quick. Let me go on here.
Visibility. Yes. No, visibility. Yeah, it's there on all time frames.
Oh, that's weird. Let me go on the hourly. So if I do just daily. I'm not sure why it's showing like that. It's not coming up on the.
Just draw it. You have the data right there, so just draw it.
Okay.
Right there.
So would you draw it from?
Yeah, from there.
All the way to the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what happens?
What do you mean after this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a pullback, but it doesn't really reach the 38.2 until right here.
Okay.
It reaches the 38.2, so you know you're going to have to move it, but you have to wait for your value to form, so you know where to put one of the put the anchor.
Yes.
So you see right here, and then you see two red bars right there. That shows you the reversal. So you know.
I don't know, Manny. You talk about red bars all the time. Don't worry about red bars.
Okay.
There's no reversal on a single bar. Right. The reversal happens like consecutively.
Or not the reversal, because it hasn't bitched that 78.2.
Yeah.
But we know we can move. one of the anchors to this point, and we're just waiting for the next low to form.
Okay.
So we can both anchor points.
Okay.
So I'll keep going to the right. And then you see right here that forms a low, but it's not lower than our previous anchor point. So we just kind of keep going until we get a breach of the 78.2 here. So we know now, since it's breached the 78.2, we're going to have to redraw it to the upside.
Yeah.
So you just keep going. And
so can you scroll to the left a little bit?
To the left?
Yeah, like that. More. Right? No, you went too far. More, a little bit more. That's it. Stop right there. So you know you're gonna move. You're gonna draw it the other way, right? You're gonna flip it.
Yeah.
So why haven't you drawn it now? Because you already have the peak that has breached the 78.6, and it has already pulled back, so it has given you the top side.
Yeah. So you would redraw this right here?
No. So the reversal, it starts from the bottom.
Yeah, so from here?
No, all the way from the bottom of this trend. Where does this whole trend start from?
Right here.
To the left.
From here?
That's where that trend started, right? So if you see a reversal, if you make a decision on a reversal.
Yeah. On a reversal, so you start from the previous low?
Yeah, because you've decided that price has reversed already. The reason why I want you to start from the previous low is so that you can see all the different breaking points, like the 38.2 breaches, and move forward. But that whole move starts at that bottom, right? Do we agree on that one? This move starts at all the way at the bottom.
Yeah.
So if you draw So
you draw it from here?
Yep. I wouldn't. No. You have peaks along the way.
So you just start from here?
Yeah, again? Because isn't that where that move started?
That's true, but I thought since it breached the 78.2, you would start from that point. Is that not right?
No, you start at the beginning of that trend. Because that maybe there was no 38.2 breach all the way up.
That's true.
Right? So you can eyeball it and say, oh, but there was one. Yeah, so I don't want to draw it, but I want you to get into that habit. If you add the right extension.
Yeah.
I want you to get into the habit that I start at the beginning of the trend, because I want to make sure that the next one I draw, the next one I take action on is the right one.
Okay. So on this one, it's obvious it's on breached right here, so I'd move it to the next peak right here and move the bottom, and then it's breached again right here. But it doesn't get this to the 78.6. So you wait for the next peak, which is right here.
Okay.
So you can move this here and move the bottom here.
Yes.
And then right here you make a pullback, but not a significant pullback. So you just move the highs to the next one. Then you just keep going. So this just keeps going
Now, do you understand why we start at the bottom?
Yeah.
Right. The breach happened. If you click on that, just click on it, and then if you move your mouse to the right, no, to where that 78.6 breach was, if you just move, no, you're moving too fast. On the 20 is at 10. So if you go to the right, then right about there is where that 78.6 breach happened. But we're still going higher in this fib, right?
Yeah.
So if you wait to draw a new fib until that pullback after that high, based on the strategies that I'm showing you, you're going to miss all that opportunity.
Yeah, all this.
Well, no, that move you're not going to make. But
yeah, but
what
from here
about
to
to
here?
the right? Yes, all of those moves are dependent on that previous move forming. I hope I'm making sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you just keep moving until the 38.2 is breached, which I think this one is a long time before that happens. So I'll just scroll a little bit. So you just keep moving. Keep moving.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while.
Yeah. Jeez, I guess maybe never at this point.
No, it'll happen.
There we go. Oh, no, still not. Let's see.
This is all that COVID high, so right there.
Oh yeah, it's because we're on the hourly too. I didn't realize.
But right there, you just broke it.
Right, yeah. And then right here it does, yeah.
Yes. So now you just zoom in a little bit more. Yep. And then just keep scrolling to see where the chart is. Now we're not making highs. Now we just breached that 78.6.
Right here, yeah.
Yes. So now, what do you do?
So you drop from the downside. So let me do this.
Before you remove that,
I'm just going to remove it from to the right, so it doesn't mess up. So I can draw the new one.
Okay.
But yeah. So I'll just take this out real quick.
Okay. Before you draw a new one, the bottom has formed. We've breached the 78.6. Right?
Yeah.
And I want to see price has not reversed from here. So I want to see price going back down before I start to think about drawing it. No, the other way. You're going the wrong way. See, price is going kind of sideways.
Yeah.
It's going kind of sideways. Now it's gone back up. Right? Because if you draw it, you're not going to get anything out of that drawing. Because it immediately reverses.
Yeah, right after it makes our 78.2 right here.
Yeah, because you're going to draw that last drawing and it's going to break 78.6 again.
Yeah. I think that's where I started drawing the lines here, because I was kind of getting lost a little bit. So I try to draw at least the lines just even for my visualization, so it makes sense a little bit. But even here on the upside, it kind of just goes all the way sideways too. Would you draw it from the 78.2 and then
Oh yeah,
start on
that's where I would draw it always. That's where I start. If I decide I'm reversing course, I'd go from the bottom and start.
Yeah, and then obviously right here, it breaches it immediately.
Yeah.
So you'd and then right here again. So I would move this. And then just keep going. Until it breaches it again here. And then it breaches the 78.6 here. In between here, since it so right here, actually, I have a quick question for you. So it doesn't breach the 78.2, but it breaches the 78.6, but it breaches the 38.2, and it trades in between the 68 and the 28. At this point, would you just see where the next? We just kind of just wait on this and see where it lands before deciding what to do next, or what would you do?
Yeah, because for a continuation, I need the top one to break, right? I need to make a new high.
Yeah.
For a reversal, I need to break the 78.6.
Yeah.
So until that happens, I don't have anything to draw from.
Okay. And then right after the 78.6 right here, then you get immediately after it, like you start getting a higher. Well, actually, you said not to worry about the high low at this point, so I won't even raise that question. Let me just delete these and let me redraw it on the reversal. So then you would essentially start from here, and then you would draw it on the downtrend. And then it breaches right here. So you move it down to here, and here. Gets close to 78.6, but not quite. So
move the bottom one because you have a new low. Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. And isn't the 78.6 broken?
Yeah, but you don't have a low either, so you kind of just
right there it's broken.
Yeah.
78.6 gets broken right there.
Yeah. But then it kind of keeps going.
Yeah, but you don't see that, right? You don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that. Yeah, obviously. Right here, I don't see that.
You don't see that. You see that 78.6 is broken. Remember I said I don't redraw until I see a new high? So I know it's broken. So when I move to the right, if you scroll left, I don't see any new highs made. So I know I don't have to redraw. Right? It's actually faked a reversal and it just kept going down.
So you just keep it going and you don't.
So you see that 78.6 breached, but there was no new high made after that.
Yeah. No.
So from there, I would say I'm going to draw them to the downside, but I start from there.
You start from here? Okay.
Yes. Because it struggled, right? And when I would do that is, if you scroll to the left and hide a few things, I'll tell you when to stop. Stop right there. So I see a low made right there, right? But then if you scroll slowly, I don't see any high made, and I see the low broken again. Right?
Yeah.
So that's when I start drawing it to the downside.
Okay. So you would start it from this peak here. Keep moving it.
Yeah, you don't have anything to move to yet.
Yeah.
Yep. Now you have something to move to. But this 38.2 is breached, so you gotta move the top side too. Yep, like that.
And then you have to again.
Yeah, that was kind of close. Because you don't see the right side, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah, I just looking at this one
No,
bar.
not that one. The top one. Whether you move the top one or not.
Let's see.
And yeah.
Right here, you wouldn't put this as a breach?
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's
Okay.
very close. So you could say it's a breach or not. It's very, very close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't, then you just move the bottom and just you should say move it like this.
Yeah, no, it's good. I mean, I'm glad you moved it. I'm just telling you to just start to think about those decisions you have to make when it's real life.
Yeah.
Okay, now where do you move?
Just here.
Yeah.
And then right here, which is a 38.2.
Where?
Right here.
Yeah.
This bar. But you don't know where you're gonna move it yet, so you just keep watching. And then right here, you see your pullback. So you know you can move your first anchor, and then you just keep waiting until it makes a former or higher a lower low, or it breaches the 78.2, and then right here it breaches the 78.2.
Not really.
This?
Yeah, so if you extend your fib, it'll be really clear. Extend to the right. Is that a breach? Like, to me, that's just too close to call a breach. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I would not call that a breach.
Okay.
It's not convincing me.
Okay.
Now I'm convinced.
That's very clear.
Yes. So what do you do now?
So you draw it from here.
Yes,
From the previous.
exactly. I think that's good.
Okay. Nice. Thanks, Beanie.
Yeah.